Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be reviewing every single reward you can get during the Halloween 2019 event, or the lab event, in After the Last Mirage. As you can see, we are in the labs right now. I'm on a new server, meaning that, well, everything's locked for me. But I have already gotten all the rewards, so it doesn't matter at all. Anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at some of the things that come with this. So first, we're going to be looking at the melees, and we're going to start with the simplest and easiest thing to get, the scrap hammer. Now, I actually, despite you thinking, oh, it's the easiest one to get, you obviously have a favorite. It's very simple. It's a very simple, yet it's a simple melee. It has a very simple attack, but it works, and I love it. It's a very nice melee. Like, it enables you to do so many things that you couldn't without a sledgehammer, and it's really cool. Anyways, let's move on to the next melee weapon, because I feel like this is just a very, very, very solid melee weapon. Now let's move on to the second melee weapon, also one of the easier ones to get, the scrap sword. Well, I wouldn't exactly say this is easy to get. It's a bit hard. It's mediocre. This is the scrap sword. It's more so like one of those really, really, really tiny swords. Like, the blade is like a tiny circle and it's meant for jabbing. Yeah, it's one of those French swords. Or something swords, like English swords. I have no idea. But it's one of those swords, replicated in the wasteland. Now, it's jagged on some ends, straight on some ends, and I really like they took the idea of having a legit just scrap sword and adding it into the game. Absolutely solid. Not exactly my favorite, but still really nice. Now, let's move on to the next one, and my favorite one. A freaking chainsaw. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm not bluffing. You can literally get a chainsaw. You get this at the same time as you get the scrap sword. You get past some biomass boys, and you get the scrap sword, a code, and this chainsaw. And I just love it. It's just a piece of art. It's perfect. I love it. I love it so. It's a chainsaw. It makes noises. You can cut people with it. What else would you want out of a chainsaw? It is it's an amazing role-playing weapon. And this is probably something that you really want to use if you're going for like a psychopath, screw loose kind of character. I really recommend it. But now let's move on to the final the hardest melee to get, the Biomass Blade. Now, in my opinion, the Biomass Blade really isn't my favorite. However, it still does look good. It's really good for mutant role plays, but just the way it's just the simplicity of it and the looks of it just really make me think, that's not worth getting. Yeah, I'm entirely saying that this is not worth the work you put in to get it. It's the hardest melee to get. You have to, not only do you have to open this door, you have to open like 5 other doors, then complete an obby, a timed obby, 35 seconds. You have to flip 4 switches with like a falling plates one, an obby, one where you have to go up the stairs and open a door and then avoid the holes. It's really hard, and it's really not worth the work you have to put in for this. However, it is a nice melee. I'm not saying it doesn't look bad, just the shape of it and kind of jagged. It's a really nice melee, but it's not worth the work you get into. It's not worth what you put into it. Maybe the scrap sword would have been much better. Like the scrap sword or something probably would have been a much better decision. I'm gonna turn this radio off. It's probably a much better decision. It probably would have been a better idea to put instead of the Biomass Blade, make it a bit easier to get, you know? But now let's move on to the non Holy crap, there's a lot of people here. Let's move on to the the ranged weapons, starting with the GXT-8 Ronin. Well, this is something of a pistol. I love it, but it's like it's so simple. It works. It's like the scrap hammer of pistols. Of course, yes, it's just a reskin of the GXT, which, yes, if you don't know, it is a reskin from the USPF pack, UCPF something pack. It's like, yeah, it's just, it comes with the USPF pack. This does not. This is completely free. You have to get past like a chamber, a gas chamber. You need another person for it. Pretty much saying this is very complicated to get. It's one of the harder things to get, but it's simple and I love it. It's not easy to get, but it's much easier to get than, say, the Biomass Blade. Really solid. Works like it has a flashlight, but I'm not sure how to use it. Usually flashlights just work with the press of F. But yeah, solid handgun. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's really nice. Now let's move on to the primary, the EM2416. Yes, this is the gun. This is the gun that you get. This is the gun from the event. It is the hardest item to get, the entire thing, besides the astronaut suit. You actually get it while you're getting the astronaut suit. Don't worry, we're moving on to the astronaut suit right after this. But it's how you'd expect it to work. You cock it, you fire it, and it reloads really weirdly. It doesn't have a magazine, but instead it has a little primer thing. Really solid. I love it. It's fully automatic. If you didn't know that, it's also very loud, but we don't talk about that. It's very solid. It definitely is worth the work. Definitely is worth the work you put into it, because I mean it's a full auto. This is one of the first fully automatic guns that don't take 25 hours of grinding to get. Yeah, that's right. I played for 24 hours to get the AK-47. Yeah, I'm proud of it. So what? all jokes aside, it's very solid and I love it. It's definitely something I'm going to be using in the future. It's one of those please use, I'm free weapons. And it's very hard to get. This event is disappearing sooner or later. It says the labs are permanently disappearing. These labs are permanently disappearing after October 31st. But it's November the 1st. No idea why this is still here, but it is, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Imagine making like a giant roleplay in the labs, like lab rats or something. Oh, that would have been pretty cool. But let's move on to the single hardest thing to get. The actual astronaut suit. I've been wearing this entire episode. Yeah, this is it. This is the something. Here, let me get it out because I have no idea how to say this. This is the USSF IFPA suit. It's an astronaut suit. Don't say that. It's an astronaut suit. Well, kind of. I have no idea if this is like an actual astronaut suit because there's no tubes at the back. But this is definitely my favorite thing out of the entire, this is definitely one of my favorite parts. One of my favorite things about the event is that this is actually wearable. Instead of having a nice item, they actually give you something you could wear, which is cool because there's not many locked wearables. But let's start off with the wrist pad. It is a touchscreen wrist pad, at least I think there's no keyboard, that attaches to your wrist, and it's cool. And it's white, and it does stuff. Except you can't use it, which sucks. Yeah, it's actually everything that's with it. Literally nothing else to it. Then we have the chest piece. It's just your normal everyday chest piece with something over there, an American flag, something, I guess, with a black backstrap and a few things connecting this to your back. It also has this thing. I'm not entirely sure what this does. It might be a gun holster, because as you can see, it like pops on, like the gun just holds right there, so it might actually be that. And let's move on to one of my favorite parts, the actual astronaut suit. I'm in love with this helmet. I love it so much. It's a simple astronaut suit. It's white, it has a visor, microphones, buttons, thingamajiggers. It works, I love it. I love the entire thing in general, but one of my favorite parts is actually the base plate, but I'm in love with this entire thing. Don't get me wrong. I love this entire suit. And yeah, that's literally everything that you get. Yeah, that's right. I didn't skip on anything. I watched all the YouTube videos. And I died. Warning for mic users. But yeah, that's it. There's literally nothing else to it. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget, oh, by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe, and subscribe to my Twitch channel, which will be in the description. Yes, the link is going to be in the description. I'm going to be streaming. I might be streaming. I have no idea. I'm probably going to be streaming sometime soon. Join the Discord. Join my Discord server for the actual... Join my Discord server for the Claymore Gaming. I'm actually setting it up, like, right now. I haven't actually set it up yet. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's literally everything. There's not much that I've left out. I pretty much put everything here. I can't really think of anything else. But anyways, that's it. Happy Halloween, I guess. Except it's not Halloween. So yeah, that's the video. If you're disappointed, make sure to hate me in the comments. Alright, that's the ending of the video. No more jokes. Have a great day, guys. Yeah. And I'll see you on stream, hopefully soon, if I can find it. If I can find, you know, an actual... if I can find an actual game to do. Alright, have a great day. Goodbye. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Goodbye.